Welcome, my friends. Just here with Just Man Reselling. Gonna do week 5 of selling some postcards. $233. Best week ever. Scanner really paid off. Plus, just me uploading a bunch of stuff. So I did stay diligent. If you follow along in the other videos, I sold another one of these. So got $8 for both of them. Very happy about that. Just kind of like a paper card. But both very, very clean on the backs. So someone was into those. I live very close to Modesto. You can see that it says I'm located in Modesto, but I'm a little outside of Modesto. Uh, so I picked up, there was a lot of local California stuff. So LaGrange Dam. I have another LaGrange Dam at auction right now. It's already over $10. So I think several things helped. Is the scanner. I figured out how to put the edge around it, and it helps people really tell what they're getting, and I think that matters. This is a pretty nice back, 888 John R. Flower Turn Elevator Company, Kansas, Mills and Horses. Yeah, so $9 for kind of like a paper linen card. I'll take it. Lake McDonald, Glacier National Park. A lot of pictures of Glacier National Park. But this was a real picture postcard. I didn't put that in the title, but should have. I was still kind of learning truly what made it, and on some of these I wasn't sure, but this was one. And I had this down there too that I didn't put in. So early on, there's probably some stuff where I missed out on $2, $3, $4, $5 here and there, but that's part of the grind, right? Nice airplane photograph, real picture. You can see that Savar Viking Sweden airplane postcard, $4.50. It was that first big lot I had. I had a bunch of European stuff in it. I did pick out some stuff to try to give it a go, and then I just listed. You can tell the title of the airplane right there. So $4.50, not bad. $6, clean back, but Big Four Steam Geysers, Sonoma County, California well, real picture. And then it tells about the geysers here. I thought it was a little hard to tell what was going on, so that's probably why I didn't list this one higher. So $6, happy with that. This is when I started to auction some stuff, when I just really couldn't figure out what it was, instead of putting a buy it now. Like just doing a starting price, and then I can always come back after the auction ends if it doesn't get any bids and reprice it. Definitely could have thrown some more stuff in here. Missouri Pacific, I could have thrown that in. It might have fit. Train. I'm pretty sure that, that is a train. So I think I was just trying to get so many listings up that I could have taken my time a little more on some of these. That's just what I've learned. And then the back. So this is a pretty old postcard. I'm not sure how old, but it's divided back, so that gives you an idea. But it went for $52. And then the shipping, obviously, I shipped this with tracking, so I end up eating that $3, $4 there. But no big deal when you sell something for $52. So that was my biggest sale at the time. This is one of those overseas cards I was talking about. First and Last House, England Teas Films. I thought it was a cool picture. Threw it up. I think this went at auction, and it just went for the opening bid, which I'm okay with. $3 in and out. Another overseas Ashdown Forest Harding Photo East Grinstead vintage. You can tell I finally figured out the postcard thing. That's one word. So $10. Very, very happy with that. I thought it was a great photo. The house and the trees, and it's got to be pretty old, right? There was actually quite a few of these, so I thought this was one of these ones you pull out and you're like, and then I go to list it. I'm like, man. So $2. I mean, there was stuff listed very, very similar to this for like $2.50. Mine's got this gouge as well. So just turn and burn on stuff like that, especially with a bunch of listings. Yosemite. I know a lot of the advice out there is you got to be kind of leery of areas like this. But I think it's a really nice postcard and picture. Linen is always nice in the hand. This is a linen card. You can see down here with the texture. Back is okay, 46. I could have probably put the year in there. That might have helped a little bit. But $5. Especially, it all depends on the price, right? We got this one for 20 cents. So plenty of margin there to make it worth my time. This is where it's like, you guys tell me, is this something you would do? You get this card for 20 cents. Do you list it for $3? There's so many of these that like it's never going to sell at 4. So you're either going to sell it at like below 3 at the low at the bottom, or I feel like all the stuff I watch is people always come back and they're like adjusting their prices, and I'd rather just price to move, especially on the stuff that there's a lot of copies of, like multiples of the same copy. So I made like probably that's like $2.79 after you take out my costs, and then eBay $2.50 is what I probably brought home. Plus, so I think building a store and learning, that's where it comes in handy. It's just I have to account for my learning as part of that. Don Pedro. I've been doing pretty good with the dams around Modesto. Maybe there's just not a lot of stuff out there. And pounding, and then for $4.50, take it. I had like 3 of these cards. 2 of them had markings down here. They all had this up here. It says Seminole when it rains, and then it has the cards. The backs were all a little different. I think you'll see some of those other sales as they come up. I kind of like this person's handwriting. So some of the stuff I can't read at all. But it's interesting trying to read some of them. $13, real picture. I'll take that. This one went at auction. You can tell 4 bids. This is maybe one I should have started for $20.25, because then once it goes over $20, I have to send it with tracking, and send it in a little nicer form. So I have to spend another $3.50. So that makes that like $18. I could have sold it for $18 and made the same amount, if that makes sense, and just sent it through the little envelopes. But I thought I'd give it a shot. You never know, this could have sold for $50, and I've been like, yo, New Santa Cruz, California, movie theater trolley vintage postcard. Maybe some people would list this for $40 and let it sit. I think I've been okay more with letting stuff rip and seeing it how it does. Part of that, like what I've learned in reselling, is like compounding too. So if you're just sitting on a bunch of inventory, you're not compounding your dollars, especially when I'm trying to get back my initial investment. Maybe as I learn more, and just be like, I can get $39 if I can wait 9 to 3 months, then maybe, but I'm just not there yet with my knowledge, or I haven't got my cash back yet, but getting close to it. Times Square, Seattle. Washington stuff seems to do pretty well for me for the stuff I've been selling. You'll see a big sale coming up here pretty soon in this video or the next. I think my best sale ever. Seattle, Washington, Times Square vintage postcard. $14.50, clean back. Pretty cool card. Vance Hotel. Maybe I could have snuck that in there, but you only get so many letters. This is when I let it rip. 1908. And I think there were some other ones similar out there that had been like sitting around. And I think that's how auctions can sometimes drive action, is like, if you want this copy, you're gonna have to, this is your time. So $43. Rochester, Minnesota, YMC Library. You can see the writing there. Public Library. I was trying to get, that's the Rochester right there, so I threw that in. And I don't think I could really pick up anything else. So that did well. 10 bids, more than happy with that. This is one that was pretty unique. You can see on the back, Allen family, you're invited to attend the 5th annual Watts reunion at the home of, I don't know that, Gaylord Winston's in Michigan. So it's just someone's house, but it's kind of like a reunion postcard invite. I just thought that was really, really, really cool, especially for 1918. I mean, maybe you're only doing it once a year, once every 10 years. So, and then this car I thought was really cool. Maybe if I could have figured out what type of car that is, I could have put it in there, but I just put antique card. I did that at auction, one bid. I think it had 2 or 3 watchers, but I only got the one bid for $888. I mean, it's almost $10, so I'll take it. Stadiums, people talk a lot about stadiums, but like, I think you gotta really, really know your stuff. I mean, they sell, but this is Yankee Stadium, so maybe there's a bunch of them out there. $4. So I guess if you can get them for 20, 30, 40 cents a piece and then sell them for $4, that's like what, a 10x on your money. Of course, you got to do fees and taxes and all that fun stuff. Yankee Stadium, baseball, New York postcard. Maybe I could have put Lennon. I don't think that matters that much in the title. This was an auction, RPPC Old Man Logging Overalls. I have no idea where it was. I don't know how to do it. I'm assuming he's logging. I'm assuming that's an axe. It doesn't look like he's going to go out and play baseball. But so he's next to a big tree, redwood. Maybe I could have put redwood in here. I don't know. That looks like a redwood to me. I'm not for sure. So $5, that's fine with me with no location and no backstory on the card. This is another one. It took me a while to figure out what the hell this thing was. So I just used Google Lenses or image search to try to come up with, and it's an interior engine for either mining, railroad, some sort of thing like that. And I'm not quite sure what it does. I should have flipped that over, but oh well. Ran an auction, just see what kind of action there was. $8, one bid, no big deal. $233 for the week, best week yet. Almost matched my sales for the first entire month. So the scanner really came in handy, and those auctions, man. I mean, the auctions were. There was one for what, 40 and $60 in there. I think, yeah, this one for 40. I mean, I had some good sales. That one for 20. Good for me. You see the big guys, and it's like I'm just not there yet. They're doing $1,000 a week and whatnot, and that's not me. So $50, yeah. So 3 really good auctions was half of it, and then the other half was filler, but enough to keep me busy for the week as I still have a full-time job. More to come. Like and subscribe, and catch everyone later. Peace.